This video is in response to a question that's being posed, a narrative that's being presented all over the internet, but in particular on YouTube. And I'm stating where I'm seeing this because I'm going to share this video not only on my YouTube channel, but probably every social media channel I have. I'm making the video because I had young women respond back to me on YouTube with a different opinion, and a couple of them, or one in particular, I think is missing the points that I'm making and thinks that I'm objectifying women, that I see women as property. Come on now, this is me. I'm like, obviously you have not watched my channel, and I respect the fact that you don't know me. I'm a real feminist. I'm not a play feminist. I'm not someone who doesn't know what feminism is. I know we're not property. We're human beings. I would never think that we're property. Never think that we're property. And I think that women should be respected and revered, and we're not in society. I think we should be respected and revered because we're the ones that help to bring forth life. We actually get impregnated by a man. So listen carefully to what I'm saying. I know that it takes a man in order to make a baby, in order to be in that process of bringing forth life. So I respect the men too, but the women are the ones who actually carry that new life. And through her nurturing and through proper care of her and proper support of her, she's able to birth and bring forth that new life. While I have not gone through that process myself, and really, in all honesty, I thought I would have by now, I understand a few things because I've lived a little bit and I've seen a little bit and I've experienced a few things. So, having said all of that, here's what the issue is, okay? Videos are going around of women proposing marriage to their boyfriends. The question was posed on Kev On Stage's YouTube channel, and I'm going to try to share a link to his channel when I post my video. But the question is, should a woman propose marriage to her man? I'm going to give you my position, and I'm going to explain where I'm coming from. The short answer to that question is no. I'm not stating it just from my point of view. I'm stating this from a biblical perspective. I'm stating it from a scientific perspective. And I pretty much think that any relationship specialist worth their salt would tell you the same thing. Okay, here's why I'm saying what I'm saying. If you read through the Bible, study it, examine it repeatedly, you will see that in the way that Steve Harvey put it in his book, men are supposed to protect and provide. He protects his woman and he provides for her. He protects their offspring and he provides for them, you know, when they're minor children. A man who cannot do that, I'm going to quote Mr. Harvey, run for the hills. The last thing you would do is propose marriage to a man like that. Women are the nurturers. We nurture the relationship, the marriage that we have with our partners. We nurture our children. You know, if you want to know what women are supposed to be doing, You can look in Proverbs and read the virtuous woman. You know, a woman can work outside the home. A woman can own her own business. A woman can inspect the garments, okay? She can do all the things that are described in Proverbs. So Proverbs, to me, is the ultimate book on feminism, if you will. She can do all these things, but she looks out for her household. She wants her children and her husband to look good. She wants her children and her husband to be properly fed, properly taken care of. That's what I mean by nurturing. You know, she wants to make sure that she, as wife and mother, provides the needs of the internal unit of that family. Okay? A woman cannot do this if her man is not protecting and providing for her. She ends up having to, in the words of Roy Ray, overfunction and overdo. She ends up trying to do, quote unquote, the man's job. And that's a lot of what we're seeing in society today. A lot of the stress that you see on women, a lot of the early gray hairs that you see on women, etc., is because we look around a lot of times and there's no one doing different things that we need done, and it has to get done. So we overfunction as women. So I ask you, if you are in a relationship with a man, you're a woman in a relationship with a man, and I'm bringing all of this to you from a heterosexual perspective. I know a lot of people who are, you know, in the LGBTQA community, and it may have some similarities as far as everything I'm saying. I don't personally know because I'm not of that community. But what would be kind of interesting would be to have someone who's willing to share what it's like and what the thought is, to share that. Okay, now I'm going to continue. A woman who pursues a man is doing things out of the natural order of things. If you watch birds, and I've become quite the bird watcher in the past year or so, the ornithology of birds. One woman even wrote a book, and I can't think of her name right now, but when I think of it, I'm going to share what the name of the book is. Basically about the ornithology of men. And she compares men to birds. And I think she does it rightfully so. Men, male birds, the male of any animal, they pursue the female. If the female starts pursuing the male, it disrupts everything. And then the words of a couple of men that I've spoken to, they don't want the female to pursue him first, you know, to actively go after him. Part of his nature and his genetic makeup is for him to go after her, for him to chase after her and pursue her and let his intentions be known and check her out and see if she's a worthy female. Okay? See if she's, you know, able to make healthy babies. See if she's able to pass on his lineage 2 generations deep, as anthropologists say. A good woman, a good, wholesome, viable woman who the man finds attractive is a great catch. He knows it. When he meets her, he does not want to lose her. So he is going to do everything in his power to keep her. He knows if he doesn't actively pursue her, actively find out what her interests are. Spend actual proper time with her. Spend time with her family. Spend time with her friends. You know, he knows if he doesn't do any of that, she's going to be gone. Because some other man is going to come in there, realize, wow, you know, not only is she beautiful, but she's smart. She's a great homemaker. You know, she works really diligently in her job. She loves children. She loves the elderly. Oh, look, you know, she goes to a house of worship, etc. She's kind, you know, she's witty, she's amicable. In his mind, a man is constantly checking you out and reassessing. I'm not just saying this based on what I think. I've actually talked to several men about this, and of different ages, I might add. From my dad's age, who my dad will be 69 in a few days. So from a 69-year-old man on down to the youngest one was like 25 or 6. This is what they're telling me. They're reassessing, they're thinking, you know, oh, I could see her in my future. You know, does she mesh well with my family? Yes, she does. Do my boys think that, you know, she's all that? Yes, they do. Are they kind of a little envious going, you know, hey, man, you know, I want a woman like your girl. Yeah. These are the things that they're constantly doing. When they realize that this is a woman who, and you can apply the Pareto principle to this, 80-20. She's at least 80% of the things, the qualities, the features that he's looking for. He's going to do everything in his power to keep her. Now then, this means he's not going to be playing games. This means he's going to get serious, and he is going to, in his mind, assess whether or not he's in a position to provide and protect her, to provide for her, and to protect her. If he does not have the means to provide for her, and I don't mean just financially, but if he's not able to emotionally provide love and comfort and stability for them, he is going to move as swiftly as he can to get into that position to be able to provide for her so that he can propose marriage to her. If the woman jumps the gun, buys the ring, and proposes marriage to the man, she has, for lack of better terms, messed it up. She's messed up his process of getting to the point of knowing without a shadow of a doubt that he loves her so much that he wants to provide for her and he wants to protect her, and getting that ability to provide and protect in place for her and for them.